Welcome to the League of Legends unofficial guide for new players.
Or if you came back to this game because you realize you have no life.
Today we will begin this guide using one of the cheapest and most basic champions of the game, Vel'Koz. I'm also talking about the latest patch that Riot just released today, which is 5.20, which featured Kindred, the broken champion that everyone used in PvE but no one knew how to play. Seriously, don't play this champion. It's trash. I'm gonna just tell you right here and right now that I haven't even downloaded the patch, so I don't really know what's there, but I know that Kindred got released and the broken champion at first, but then she got nerfed down to the ground. If for some odd reason you don't know what League of Legends is, or if you've been living under a rock, League of Legends is an MOAB, which stands for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. If you want to start playing League, you better be able to dedicate lots of time to it, because when I first started playing with my friends and started feeding because I didn't know what items were. I couldn't buy because I didn't know what button to press, and they got really mad at me because I remember this one time where I was Quinn and I didn't buy any items until my friend yelled at me, and I was level 8 while everyone else was like 15 because my score was like 0 to 50 or something. But then yeah, you better be able to dedicate lots of time to it, and you better be able to learn every single thing in the game if you actually want to be decent at it. If you want to be like Faker level, he's probably a robot, but don't tell him. He's just probably a robot. If you want to be Faker level, you'll probably be able to like 1v1, 1v50 anyone, but you're not Faker. As shown in this picture, you will see many different icons on your stats bar, which is on the lower left of your screen. And the top left, that's supposed to look like an axe, represents your attack damage. And there are two main ways to inflict damage and one minor way. And the two main ways are attack damage and ability power, and the minor ways are summoner spells, which you can choose before you start the game, and you can bind them to your D or F key. Next to that, you'll see this blue icon, which is supposed to look like a ball of some sort, but magic, okay? And it's called ability power, and that is how much, the higher the ability power that you have, the more damage that your Q, W, E, and R do, right? And right under that, you will see a blue shield kind of, that is magic resistance. So if you buy lots of magic resistance, you're gonna be really good against these ability power mages, because they're not gonna affect you as much as people who doesn't buy magic resist. And same goes for armor. If you buy lots of armor, which is the icon next to it, that's red, you'll be taking reduced damage from the people or the champions that mainly do damage by using their right clicks instead of the abilities. The right clicks have a name too, and it's called auto attacks. It's basically because you use right click to move around and you use left click to select people and look at their stats that's available to you, depending on if they're either minion, monster, enemy, or ally. Every champion, no matter what, always has these stats, no matter if they're AD, AP, or they're just pure tank. Man, this video is so cancerous. Next, we have this digit, which is the decimal. It's 0.79 and is your attack speed, or your auto attack. And the number scales with seconds, so that means if it's 1.00 exactly as your attack speed, that means that you will perform one auto attack every second. And if let's say if it's 2.00, and that means you will perform 2 auto attacks every second. And it's really rare for the auto attack attack speed to be perfect. Sometimes it will just be a bunch of really ugly numbers, but you can increase your auto attack speed, especially if you're an AD carry, which means that you do damage mostly on auto attacks. If you increase your attack speed, you get to push out more damage each second. Next, we have cooldown reduction, which is that hourglass you see and the 4% you see. And it's basically, if the higher the cooldown reduction it is, the less time that your abilities will take to recharge. I mean, for last time, the attack speed, right? The max attack speed for any champion is 2.5, which means that it will do 2.5 auto attacks per second, but everyone knows that you can't do half an auto attack. I mean, what is that gonna do, huh? You're not gonna be able to kill a minion with it. So in simpler words, you'll just do 5 auto attacks in 2 seconds because 1 second, 2.5, 2 seconds, 5 auto attacks. Simple! Now onto the last one, which is crit strike and movement speed. Crit strike, as you can see, is in the very lower right. Lower left, okay? Not the lower right. Lower left. And the very lower right is movement speed. You buy boots, you move faster. You don't buy boots, you're gonna move slow as hell, okay? You're not gonna get anywhere. You wanna go bot lane to help your teammates? No, you're not doing that. You're too slow. You wanna go to the top to help gank? No, nope. Just like this, just like lifesteal. Oh, this league's gonna steal your life. Yeah, it's gonna steal your time. Now to crit strike, which is our last one. You do not buy crit strike if you're AP. It doesn't matter. You don't buy it. You only buy it when you're AD, which doubles only your AD. Okay, because it doesn't double your AP, only AD. So if you wanna do some high damage in a short amount of time, you buy crit strike. And that's probably it. I mean, I've already explained most of the details of the basics, especially your stats, which is really important. You always need to keep an eye on them. But yes, I'm a new YouTuber, and yes, I just started. So I know that my talking's kind of awkward because it's my first time. So don't flame too hard, please. And also, I'm not gonna be begging for subscribers. Just sub if you think that my stuff is good. Also, if you enjoy the video, I know my talking is really awkward because, seriously, I'm a shy little pimple. I've warned you, don't play this game. Evil and addicting. Shh, this is your